Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Natasha here, aka Me Adora, certified life transformation weight loss hormone coach. First video 2023, y'all, and I'm in beautiful Palm Springs. I woke up this morning not feeling the greatest, but I powered through because I wanted to do this video for you on alignment. See, everyone is about new me or new year, new me. If you haven't changed, it's gonna be new year, same you. Okay, just trying to keep it real. This is for me as well. So on this video, I'm going to talk about 3 things that I'm focusing on personally and professionally to help me stay aligned, to really go to that next level. And I think it'll help you too, or at least it'll get you thinking. Okay, so the first thing is everyone assumes, and I've been like this too, you get so excited about this new year. You have like these fitness goals, weight loss goals. You have all these dreams, all these things you want to do. And you still have old ways of thinking, old ways of behaving, hanging around the same people, talking the same, listening to the same things, being in the same environments, all that stuff. That's why this year specifically, I really wanted to start the year in a brand new location, completely clear-minded, and just have some time to really think about, okay, this is where I'm feeling like I'm going, but what do I need to let go of to get there? What do I need to get there? And what do I need to stay aligned? Because at the beginning of the year, everyone is motivated. That's normal to feel motivated, but you guys already know after about a month or so, the motivation goes away. You start defaulting into old behaviors, old patterns, all this stuff. Then we start self-sabotaging. Then we get discouraged, and then we just give up. And then we get frustrated. And this can go on for years, even generations. You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay. So, first of all, hopefully you have taken some time and really written out this new version of you for 2023. So here's your first question. Hopefully you guys are taking notes here. And then I'm going to talk about 3 things that I'm personally focused on so I can stay aligned in 2023. Because I'm going to a whole new level, y'all. I'm going through a massive growth spurt right now. It's so uncomfortable, but I want to share it with you because I know it's going to help you as well. Okay. So if you've been following me on social media, hopefully you have been. I often talk about your starting point is you need to have a clear vision of the person you're becoming. You need to have an identity shift first, right? And so it's like, how do you want to look? How do you want to feel? What does your life look like? Your daily habits, your daily ways of thinking, how are you dressing, how are you looking, all of those things, okay? That's super, super important. Everyone's always so focused about goals, but you actually need to more focus about the person you're becoming, okay? And I talked about this in my last video. It happens in layers. Transformation, healing, and growth happens in layers. So you gotta be really patient with yourself. But that's your starting point. Okay, I'm not gonna get too much into that today because I have a whole video on this on my mind and body transformation program that I have, and where I go really, really deep into how to do this. Okay, how to have a vision board and all this stuff. That's to really help you manifest your reality. For this video, I really want to focus on the 3 things that's going to help you not only get there, but stay there, or at least stay on track to get there. Okay. So the first thing for me, and like I said, this is why I wanted to come into a new environment and just to be able to have time to think, to have some clarity, to be somewhere new and fresh, because it's really hard, not to say you can't do it, but it can be very challenging to start to think differently and even get clarity when you're in the same environment. Okay. So you might not be able to travel to go to Palm Springs or wherever, but it might even just be you need to go sit in your closet. You need to get away from all the noise long enough to hear yourself think and to really hear your spirit think and see what your spirit is saying. Right. So the first thing that I'm really focusing on, and this is a daily thing for me, this is a daily conscious thing that I'm really working on, is letting go and surrendering. So what does that mean? This is something that we talk a lot about, especially if you grew up in church, you talk about, surrender. Even, a lot of people online now they talk about you got to let go, let go, let go. How do you let go? How do you actually surrender? And I remember my husband was going through cancer treatments. That was one of his big frustrations was he was trying to surrender to the process. He was trying to let go, but he didn't know how. And I didn't know how. So I was just as anxious as him. So, you could be saying all the right things, speaking all your affirmations, saying your holy scriptures, have your vision board, your goals, but deep down inside, you can't let go of the stress and the anxiety, and it keeps you stuck. Okay. The other thing too is you might have asked for, your new desires. It could be a new business, it could be a new body, it could be, you want to move, maybe you have a car, or you have financial goals, all those things, but you're still holding on to old things. You need to actually clear space. So for me this past year, I let go of my home. I actually sold my home, and it was a beautiful home. It was paid off. I could have comfortably just lived there. But I knew that for where God's taking me and my next level, I needed to let go of that old energy. And it's uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie. It's super uncomfortable. But I knew I had to let go of it. So that was just one example of letting go of something big. And it took me a while to do that. But every single day, what I've been doing is just really practicing just letting go of things that I know are still holding me back. And most of the time, it's mentally. So you might have like let go of a problem, or told yourself you've let go of a problem, let go of a relationship, let go of, trying to control a situation, whatever, but mentally you haven't let go, emotionally you haven't let go. And that actually energetically and spiritually holds you back because your mind is still consumed. And that's actually what causes mental burnout. So we all know people like this, and this might be you. So there's no judgment. But we all know people that they are not even in those situations anymore, or they know that they're working towards moving towards something different, but mentally they're just ruminating over and over and over and over again over the past, over things that are happening, and they mentally cannot let go. And it mentally drains you, and it mentally blocks you from going to your next level. And the reason why this happens, so don't beat yourself up for this, because I'm finally understanding this now. The reason why this happens is our nervous system, like even emotionally, we are so addicted to the old version of us, to our old thoughts and our old feelings and our old ways of doing things. This is science. It's not just spirituality anymore. This is actual science. We are chemically addicted subconsciously to old ways of thinking, old ways of feeling. Emotions can become very addicting. Even if it's toxic, even if it's blocking you, it's addicting because it's familiar. So the good thing about this is you don't have to beat yourself up anymore about this. You can recognize it. And so that's what I do. So now when I see myself starting to ruminate about things that I consciously let go of, but I know my old way of thinking and feeling is still holding on to it, I'll just observe my thoughts like, oh, okay, I'm going back here again. Okay, I don't beat myself up. I'm not judging myself. All I can do is bring myself back to the present moment and decide, okay, well, I've chosen to let that go. I've chosen to surrender that. And what happens is instead of resisting it, and beating yourself up and judging it, but actually leaning into it, like, okay, it's still there. That's okay. Don't make it a big deal, because where your attention goes, energy flows. Don't make it a big deal. And I'm just like, I'm choose to change my thoughts in that moment. I choose to focus on something different. And as I practice doing that every single day, now this is actually multiple times a day, what happens is you start to dissipate and dissipate the energy that is still holding onto those old thoughts and feelings, and focusing that energy on that new version of you, or the new things that you want to focus on. Okay, so it takes practice. It's literally retraining your nervous system, retraining your mind, retraining everything. Okay, so be really patient with yourself on this. And probably the biggest revelation I've had about this, because sometimes you're like, you get frustrated, right? Because you're like, I don't want to care about this anymore. Why do I care about this? I should not be caring about this. But the more you obsess about it, the more you care about it, right? So you're able to start to care. Let me rephrase this. You stop caring about certain things by caring for something more. Okay. So give yourself something new to care about that's bigger than this other thing or these other things. Okay. Part of the reason why we get so fixated on these old things that we can't let go of and can't even surrender into our new future is because we care so much about these little things. We need something bigger to care about, something practical, something that excites you. It doesn't have to be stressful and serious. It could be fun. It could be light. It could be the simplest thing. But really take that time and think about, okay, what can I care about that's bigger than this? And focus your energy on that. So every time you see yourself not letting go, going back to those old ways of thinking, bring your mind back to, okay, but I really care about this. I'm really excited about this. And every day you're aligning your thoughts and your behaviors and your actions and you're practicing that. You're practicing aligning and caring about these new things. Is this making sense? So that's the first thing I'm doing every single day is really practicing letting go and surrendering by caring about something so much bigger than all these other things. And really like going through, writing out a list. What are some distractions holding me back right now? Be really honest with yourself. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge other people. I know a lot of times we want to bring people with us. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge them. Everyone's on their own journey. Okay. Be real with yourself and like, okay, who and what do I need to let go of to go to my next level? Write that down. Okay. And that's really going to help you with this. It's like you've ordered a bunch of new furniture for your house and you got a whole bunch of old furniture still in your house that you're not willing to let go of. It literally does not make sense. Energetically, spiritually, our physical world is just a representation of what's going on inside of us. That's why it feels so good when you finally clean out your car, or clean out a closet, or clean out a room. That's why, since my husband passed away a few years ago, I wasn't able to like clean out my whole house, but I started, one room at a time. And then eventually I was able to let go of the whole house. Okay. So it happens in layers. Be patient with yourself. And I don't even know all my future yet, but I know that I need to go to that next level and I need to clear that energetic space first. Okay. So the second thing that I'm really focused on this year, is really embodying these changes. So what do I mean by that? I don't know why I'm holding two pens. I just realized that. We have so many, we have so much head knowledge, you guys. So much head knowledge. Like you just go on Google and social media, videos, like everyone's like spewing out all this information to us, right? We have all this head knowledge. You know how to lose weight or, starting your business or improve your relationship, improve your finances, all this stuff. You have all this head knowledge around it, but are you actually embodying it? Are you actually feeling it? And the reason why I'm even talking about this is because I realized going back to, when my husband was sick and we were speaking our affirmations and we had a lot of head knowledge and all that stuff, but we still had so much anxiety. And even after he passed away, I had so much anxiety and I just wanted to feel, but I wanted to feel different. And that's when I started studying this stuff and really learning that your emotions are simply your energy in motion. And this is science now. You can go to the Heart Math website. I think it's a Heart Math Institute website. They measure this stuff. They can measure your electromagnetic field and energy that comes off of your body. Okay, so this is not just fluff or just spirituality. This is actual truth now, where they can measure how your thoughts and emotions changes not only your energy at a cellular level, but it actually expands. I think it's about like 3 feet or 3 meters away from you and actually changes your reality. Okay, pretty cool. It's good because once we are aware of these things, then we take it a little bit more seriously, right? Things will just happen to us. And so what I mean by embodying the change is like, instead of just saying, oh, I want to be a happy mom, I want to be full of energy, I want to have more fun in my life. Instead of that, I'm actually practicing that every single day to the point where I'm feeling it. And that's how I was, right? That's how I was before, where I was so serious and frustrated and overwhelmed when, when my husband was sick and passing away. And afterwards, I didn't even know how to have fun anymore. I literally had to practice things, small things to bring me more fun. So even just like dancing, moving my body, working out, being around different people, being around different environments. And what happened was I slowly changed, I slowly transformed to now I embody fun, I embody pleasure, I embody joy, I embody peace because it's something I've practiced every single day for the last couple of years. So it's not just head knowledge now, it's physical, it's spiritual. Like I'm feeling on an emotional, energetic level. Same with abundance. You know, people are like, oh, I want to be wealthy, but you feel poor, you feel broke, you feel like you don't have enough. Same with a lot of people want to have, you know, their dream relationship, but it's like deep down you feel like you'll never find someone, or your partner's a loser, or they're frustrated and they're frustrating, or like we have all these feelings that we're embodying. But really, what the science is showing us, and it aligns with spirituality now, is you got to actually feel it first. It's got to come from inside you first. And that's what changes your reality. That's why the biggest change I've had over the last few years is not trying to change everyone else, but really focusing on me. And as I'm embodying these changes, it's inspiring people around me to change without me having to control them, right? So let me know if this is making sense. So really, so the second thing I'm really focusing on is embodying the change. So you're going back to your vision board for 2023, you know, you have your new identity written out, of how you want to look, how you want to feel, how you want your life to be. So every day, practice embodying this. How does a fit, healthy mom, wife feel every day, right? How does she show up every day? How does, you know, a wealthy woman, and whoever's watching this, obviously adapt it to you in your situation, but I'm just speaking for myself. How does a wealthy woman feel every day? How's she thinking? Because I can tell you that, you know, the $1 billion version, married, you know, living in my dream place woman version of me is going to feel and behave a lot different than the current version of me, right? Same with you. So every day practicing that. And the cool thing about this, because I've done this before, is the more you practice it, the more you align with it energetically, and the more it actually manifests into reality. Okay. So just start with small things, and you're going to wobble. So don't beat yourself up when you wobble, like, oh man, today I feel depressed, down, anxious, no energy, whatever. That's okay. Like even today, for example, you guys, I woke up and I wasn't feeling good because my kids were sick, and I'm fighting off the bug that they had. So I'm not like, and I was feeling a bit down about it. And that's okay. Like I don't beat myself up about that anymore. What do? I I'm aware, I give my body what it needs nutritiously, the rest, the water, you know, the food. You know, you guys know I'm always about like the supplements and stuff, and hydration, and I'm having some green tea. So I do that first. And then I make sure my mind is in a place. I recalibrate my mindset. And then I just practice being that person today in the situation. And it's okay. It's okay if I'm not feeling jumping for joy today. Like I don't beat myself up over it. It doesn't mean anything is wrong, right? Because we're practicing this. It takes practice. Give yourself grace. Okay. And then the third thing that I'm really focusing on this year to really align with that 2023 version of me, or that next level version of me, is surrounding myself with higher level people that will also hold me accountable. Okay. So this is what I've really learned in my life, and that I take way more seriously now, is whenever you really want to go to that next level in any area of your life. I'm talking like your fitness and health game, your finances, your relationships, whatever it is that you're working on, get around the people that are already at that level, like at a level higher than you, and can also hold you accountable. Because what happens is we will always give ourselves a way out, all of us, myself included, one. And two, just being around next level people causes you to rise up. Most of the time, the reason why we stay so held back is because we're hanging around the same people, and it's familiar, right? It's comfortable. I'm going to challenge you. If if you're not spending time with people that make you uncomfortable, you're not growing. And I'm talking about uncomfortable and not in a healthy way. They're getting you to do things that are against your morals and your values. But I'm talking about people that are in alignment with the integrity, with the values, with the person you really want to become. Those types of people, those people that actually will challenge you and love and care, and will hold you accountable. Like you just want to be your best just sitting around them, just being around them. And a lot of times we have to let go of the people that we're so used to. And you can love these people from a distance, the other people. You can love your family, friends, all those people from a distance, but it doesn't mean you need to spend all your time with them. You become who you spend time with. And maybe you're going through a season right now where you're by yourself, and that's okay. Isolation is okay temporarily. Just think of the butterfly. The butterfly literally the caterpillar has to die to self, isolate itself, die to self before it can transform into this beautiful butterfly. Okay, we're the same thing. That literally represents transformation. Okay, so because you might be around people that are all struggling with their weight too. They all have certain eating habits, maybe drinking habits, maybe shopping habits, maybe gambling habits, um, maybe just being in environments that are just not healthy for where you want to go. And just being, you don't need to judge them. You don't need to force them to come along with you. You can just love them from a distance and put your energy back on you. And if you don't know any next level people to be around yet, like you don't have a community to be around yet, that's okay. Like I really believe that even if you're just willing to let go and you pray and you ask God to show you who you should start hanging out with, the people will come. They will come. And I even encourage you to pay to play. Because if you want to really go to that next level, like if you're really serious about it, you will invest money. You will invest into yourself to be around those people. I have done that and I still do that. Okay. And those have always been the biggest breakthroughs in my life. Okay. We're all coming out of isolation. We're all coming out of COVID. So a lot of us were isolated. So now it's like this time to like, okay, the world's opened up again. Who do I really want to be around? And you might not be able to change everything all at once, but really focus. What's the biggest thing on your heart right now? Maybe it's like you want to really step into that business that you've always wanted, or you really want to get in the best shape of your life, or your marriage or your relationship really needs help and you need to be around different people for that. Or financially, you just want to become literate and you want to build wealth and generational wealth. Who do you need to spend time with? Okay. And if your current crew, the current people you spend time with, even on social media, on YouTube, audios, people that you talk to, if those people aren't challenging you, like really challenging you to the point that you're uncomfortable, I really encourage you to find next level people to be around. And typically those really high level people that they're not even like advertising online, you need to pay to play. Okay, invest into yourself. There's so many good communities where you can even for fitness, for example, you can invest into that, a new fitness program with a good community. There's just so many examples. But the first thing is you got to get clear. Don't have the analysis paralysis that most people have and fall into, where they're just, this is what most people do, you guys. They have all these goals for 2023. They want to do all this stuff and they just think it's just going to happen. It does not happen. You need strategy. You need to be around people that will hold you accountable, and you need to get around that energy of those people that are living there, because that needs to become your new norm. And what will happen is you'll get around those types of people, you'll start to up level, and then there's going to be a new level that you need to go to, right? And another word of caution for you, this is something I'm working through too, and I see this all the time, not just with me, but with clients that I have that I coach for weight loss and mind body transformation, is we are right there where the change is happening or it's starting to happen, and then we start self-sabotaging. Literally, we're like, and I catch myself now because I coach this, so I'm aware of it now. So I call myself on it. Whereas before, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what self-sabotage was. But it's like you're about to go to that new level of living, that new identity, that new version of you, and then all of a sudden, you manifest an injury, you're not feeling good, or you don't have enough energy, or, these people need my attention, my kids need this, my husband needs that, I don't have enough money. Like you have all these excuses, or you have like other good opportunities that have come your way. This happens to me a lot too. You have all these good opportunities come your way, but those aren't the right opportunities that you're supposed to be focusing on. Okay, so if this is happening with you, don't beat yourself up. Just become aware, but like, I wonder if I'm self-sabotaging right now because all of a sudden I'm totally resisting what I asked for. Right? Lean into that. Lean into the unfamiliarity and the discomfort of it. It's like progressive overload. You talk to anyone that's a professional weight trainer or bodybuilder, fitness pro, your body will not change unless you progressively overload your exercises and your weight. Your body will just stay stagnant. You'll plateau. Everything is like that. You need to lean into the discomfort. You need to lean into the change. You need to lean into the challenge so you can rise up and grow into that next level version of you. Okay. So I hope that's helpful. 3 things to focus on. Well, these are my 3 things. You can pick your 3 things, but these are my 3 things. After you have that clear vision of who you want to become, it's all about identity change. You will never outperform the person you see yourself as. I don't care about your goals. First, who do you need to become first? Then look at your goals and make sure your goals match your values. That's another topic, but make sure, be really real with yourself with this new version of you. Does it align with your values? Okay. And look at everything, all areas of your life. And then the 3 things I'm working on, 1 is every single day practicing letting go and surrendering, clearing that space. I can't expect to receive what I've asked for if I'm holding on to all these old things. Okay? So practicing letting go and surrendering. The second thing was what? Embodying. See? I'm practicing. We got enough head knowledge, we need to embody. So practicing embodying that next level version. You literally just every day showing up. Hey, I walk into Starbucks, I walk down the street, I show up at the gym, I'm talking to my friend on the phone, whatever, I'm on social media. How does that next level version of you think and act? You will see it in your mind and feel it in your body first before it manifests into reality. Okay, you're embodying it, you're feeling it. That's what's changing your energy. You're practicing the emotions that align with that next level version of you. And then 3, last but not least, is get around high level people, okay, that will also hold you accountable. You're going to learn from these people and they're going to hold you accountable. And just being in their vicinity is going to automatically upgrade you. Sometimes you need to pay to play. It's going to be uncomfortable. These are the warnings. It's going to be uncomfortable. So ask yourself, how can I make this fun? How can I make this fun? How can I make this easy on myself? This does not need to be a struggle. It might be uncomfortable, but it doesn't need to be a struggle. There's a difference. Okay, you don't need to suffer through this. That's an old belief that I 100% have let go of. And since I have let go of that, I don't suffer like I used to suffer before. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to go around other people, high level people. I'm going to allow them to hold me accountable. I'm going to hold myself accountable. I'm just going to practice this and I'm going to have fun doing it. Okay. I love you guys so much. Make sure you're following me on social media. If you need that daily inspiration, you can email me anytime. You can DM me your questions. Let me know your progress. I get so many testimonials from you girls and even guys all the time of, people that have gone through loss, people that have been, overweight, people that are really trying to work on their hormones, their mindset, really up level. And I appreciate your guys' testimonials so much. I have so many free resources for you in the description below. I have free ebook. I have supplements to help with your energy and your hormones. And hopefully my app is available soon. It's going to be. If you're wanting to get involved in my if you want to take this to a whole nother level, you're going to want to be on my app, enjoying all this content on a whole different level, a whole deeper level. It's a full ultimate mind and body transformation program where I've literally poured my heart and soul, my experience. It's a mix of spirituality, science, practicality, and me just being, a widowed mom with 4 kids and how I completely transformed my game. All the hacks that I did because we don't have time for fluff. I put that all in my app. So hopefully it's there. If it's not there yet, by the time this video is posted, just get on my email list through downloading my free ebook or DM me and say, hey, I want access to that program. And then I will give it to you once it's released. We're just waiting for approval from Google and Apple, I believe. So anyway, I love you guys. You watched this video for a reason. Know that. Watch it over and over again. Save it because we learn through repetition. Transformation happens through awareness and through repetition. That's why I'm always like, get a journal. You need to write stuff down. Okay. Healing is a luxury. and you are watching this for a reason, and you have the luxury of healing and growing. I don't care what you've been through, you can come out of it and you can have an amazing comeback and you can become the best version of you. I 100% believe it. If I didn't believe it, I wouldn't be giving my life to this now. Okay. I'm an example of that, and so many women that follow me are also an example of that. So you just got to decide every single day and practice what I've been teaching. So I love you guys so much. Bye. Happy New Year.